Yeah.
Soon-
Yeah.
okay.
This is a bit, May. This is a bit.
I
What's wrong, man?
understand that you're joking. I still
Can't
don't
take a
like
joke?
it.
Yeah. Well,
What? You can't joke around. No.
do you guys remember what happened last time? Well, if you don't, let me enlighten you. You guys had your Tuesday of school, and then Riku went to a shady warehouse to trade the use of his quirk in exchange for a whole lot of money, $2,000 to be exact, in cash. He has the suitcases, and he healed a person's eyes. And, we later learned that person was Akira.
What can I say? I love helping people like heroes do.
Riku.
Which also sort of helped deduce the rest of the group.
We know their faces.
Yukio and Mei sort of followed or tracked Riku in their own manner. Yukio was looking in through the top of the warehouse, but Mei, last time we ended with you, you had correctly made a perception check noticing some shady characters moving into the area. Do you want to move closer to the warehouse? Do you want to have a different game plan?
What do I notice about these shady characters?
Probably not a lot. It's pretty dark in the warehouse district. But you notice that there's about 6 or 7 maybe.
So they're sort of like grouped up and moving towards the warehouse that Riku's in.
Yeah. You sort of see it from like your coffee shop vantage point.
Yeah, I think I would sort of like try to nonchalantly like finish what I'm doing at the coffee shop and like walk out the door and see if I can follow after them from a distance.
All right. This is about 10 minutes before Riku finishes up here and the explosion goes off. So you can sort of follow them up. You do see that they divide into 2 groups. Well, not really 2 groups. There's a main group, and then there's one person who splits off to go to the front of the warehouse, while the other 6 go to the back. Or 5.
Okay. I think I will follow after the larger group of people.
Okay. Yeah, you see they sort of get to the back of the warehouse, and they just start like setting stuff up. Just as Riku's inside having a very tense conversation with Akira. And then you see maybe not a bigger guy, but just the person who looks like he's in charge of this group, like flick the wall.
I think as they start setting things up, I would go to my phone and start texting Riku, get out now, get out now. There's other people here. Get out. Just like a series of like frantic texts.
All right. Riku, you get those texts before the explosion even happened, so if you check your phone and see it, you might get a little bit of a advantage in the situation.
Whatever the last text is, I'll just thumbs up it.
Okay. It's at that point, this back wall explodes inwards, and you see 5 people. You see the 5 people rush in, but Riku, you don't see anything.
Would I see? And where would like could you put Yukio's token relative to where he would be in terms of like the skylight?
Yeah. So I had Yukio right here, just in the skylight area. That way because you could theoretically, that way you're watching Riku in the exchange. So you probably don't see them come in because this is basically a giant like room in the middle, and it's pretty obscured, but you'll have the first sight of them
Yeah.
probably before they even come around the corner.
All right. Would
Hmm?
would any of them be like recognizable as like notable villains? Like especially like the big guy?
Um, I guess roll quirk education. We really need to implement streets.
That's a two. I got a not bad intelligence. And 11.
11. So you want to try and identify the people in the back?
Yeah.
Um, you don't. I mean, so, maybe you'd recognize it. Maybe not like identifiable like villains, but you do see like one of a person with like blue hair and like they have like dragon tattoos over their upper body.
Hmm. Wait a minute. It's like he'd just be like, oh fuck, Yakuza.
Yeah. I mean, they have a pretty distinct image, so yeah.
So not villain. I just immediately text Riku, Yakuza, Yakuza, Yakuza.
Yeah, Riku, you've gotten the text,
Hmm.
but you've seen them come in. But during the explosion, you see that uh, immediately these people in the oh my goodness, I just duplicated him. Uh,
Whoa.
and now I figured out how they did that all the time. But like the people in this like column with you seem to be like maybe not panicked, but they immediately drop into like a battle stance, sort of facing towards the back or around these corners. The girl on the left is probably more facing towards the back, but the two on your right look sort of more towards Yukio's. I mean, Yukio's up, so they probably don't see him, but like towards that boundary. Um, and immediately following the explosion, you hear cries from the front.
The front,
Yeah, the entrance you
like
came in,
north? Oh, okay, that
south.
front.
But you can't actually see down there, so.
Hold on. So there's like a skyline right now?
Yeah, there's a little bit
Like
of a
an open
skylight.
roof?
Mostly open. Uh, I don't know if you've seen Yukio, because Yukio was being pretty sneaky when he went up there, but basically the windows are lined with like on parallel sides, like on where Yukio is, and parallel to the other side is just basically a row of skylights.
Hmm. There's like an
Um,
open like roof, right? Like there's a
yeah,
hole.
there's a lot of uh windows in the roof.
Okay. 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 I gave boss the money. I'm gonna
Yeah.
recall her in the cube.
Okay.
I got all these weird texts. Like, what? I'm not
Yeah.
even at the dorm. Why are these guys texting me? There's a funny bomb going on.
Yeah.
I want to use my quirk to grow some wings and fly out the top.
All right. Can I get a control check?
Yeah. I got school tomorrow. Come
Yeah.
on.
Oh no.
Okay. Six.
Oh wow.
Why?
Yeah, so that
It's a
doesn't do it. I
One away
mean,
from
yeah.
a crit fail.
yeah.
It's always a one.
Yeah, you start like rapidly calculating an escape. You're like, okay, I need to get up, and then like, do you? I imagine you do like the thing where you get a little air before,
Yeah.
so you do like
Just
the hop, skip, and jump, and then it
just fall
nothing
flat.
happens.
Wait, wait a minute. Can can he just like accidentally get more aspects of a bird than he thought, and he just slams into a window?
No, I mean, yeah, it's like you start moving, like you're changing your cells, but you're trying to make like a hawk's look, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's basically like You just don't get the bones right.
Oh no.
I mean, it's not like a lot of damage, but it's like you can't get you can't get them to protrude, and so you're just like you quickly stop before you start growing feathers under your skin.
Uh, damn.
But
Damn. I guess I'll just start walking.
yeah,
Is what is.
yeah. Once
One, two,
you
three.
actually,
There we go.
I don't think you'd see her yet at the entrance. But next up is going to be the people in the room who are not you. Um, you see, uh, I mean, Yukio would probably actually Mei, since you're outside, you'd probably see these guys start to like fan out once they get inside, and then the one with the blue hair, who probably hasn't noticed you because I imagine you're standing far enough back, and you're in darkness. Uh, but he starts also moving in, and these guys start fanning out, and you see, um, the girl with the brown hair, like, well, actually, this is probably the first time both Riku and Yukio would see this quirk in action, where she basically jumps, and it's almost like a 30-foot long jump. And you just see she starts like like a boxer, like the boxer dance. So she gets her hands up and then like is doing this, switching her feet.
Yeah.
And Akira just summons a sword of light, sort of similar to, very similar in color towards Yukio's pixels. But they just start moving. I mean, Yukio, you're up, so they don't see you, but they just start moving around this corner.
Okay. With the tokens, I was scared though.
No,
She
yeah,
just
no, no.
jumped up to where I was, and I was like, "Oh fuck!"
No, no, no. But if you, the only reason I put you there was in case you wanted to like break into the top,
Hmm.
which is not something you have to do. I just wanted to,
It's not something I want to do.
yeah. Uh, but yeah, that's basically what these guys are gonna do. Actually, she's gonna walk over there and just, Riku, you just hear screams coming from the entrance.
That's not my problem.
Yeah. But next up are Yukio and Mei, since you guys are on the scene, but not sort of in it yet, if you guys want to do anything.
I think I want to call Yukio
Okay.
because I know that he's also nearby, right? I don't know if I know he's like on the roof,
No,
but
I don't know if you know he was on the roof, but I think you guys maybe didn't coordinate, but you guys have been relaying information to each other about what Riku's doing.
They
Bruh.
would know that Yukio is like there at least.
Yeah.
Damn. Got a whole group chat without me.
yeah, so I'll just like call Yukio and say, hey, do you see anything? There's like 5 guys, they just bursted into the back of the house with Riku.
Yakuza, they're Yakuza.
Yakuza?
They're fucking Yakuza. They got the big guy. He got like fucking dragon tattoos. That is some bullshit.
We need to get Riku out of
Right now, he's out of my sight right now. But he tried to fly away, failed miserably. Then he's walking away. I think he should be good. I'm going to stay here and observe the fight, though. If I'll make sure to get Riku out if things get precarious. Where are you right now?
I'm outside the back. Where's Riku right now?
He was walking towards the main entrance, so opposite to the guys that just came in.
Okay, there is someone around that side as well. Just one person though.
Do you have any description?
How well did I see the one person?
The one person that went towards the front probably had more light, but like the most you probably would have seen is like a plague doctor mask and white hair.
White hair, plague doctor mask. I didn't get too much detail. I was trying to be far away and discreet.
Plague Doctor mask. Could I roll to see if I recognize that?
Yeah,
Because I already have the idea of Yakuza in my head.
yeah, that's fair.
9.
9. 9 is actually fairly good because this might not be an area of expertise, but just the Plague Doctor mask. I mean, you've seen Riku wear a Plague Doctor mask, and that sort of maybe scratched an itch in like the back of your skull. But this is like maybe not an itch, but now it's like when you know something, but you just can't remember it. Like you've seen something like it before.
Yeah, and then the idea of Yakuza came into my head.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like you're connecting this, like you're like if you had one more piece of information, you could connect this whole thing. But it's just like, I'm like there's a name or something along those lines.
But I at least know that they are a, like a gang of Yakuza.
Yeah, no,
Just not the name.
yeah, you know the gang, you know they're a gang of Yakuza, but you're just missing a piece of information that's starting to bother you.
It's like, fuck. That also sounds like a Yakuza gang. I forget what they're called. But I do know that they are also dangerous. Fuck. Um, I'm gonna set up
Okay,
camera pixels and survey everything.
yeah, I'm gonna go around the front and try and help get Riku out of there.
Yeah, this is and the fucking the strays are here too.
The strays?
Yeah, like three, three gangs of people that we do not want to mess with right now.
Well, the one in the front was with the other guys, so or is there a third group that
Oh shit! They split it. They, god damn it! They pincered. Never mind. Two groups we do not want to fuck with.
I mean, I will
I'll-
give you this, because you guys have made some checks on the Yakuza. There are different factions in the Yakuza. Um, I mean, these guys are most likely from the same faction because they came together, but there is 3 distinct factions, um, that sort of define the whole thing currently.
Okay. And as the call is going on, I would set up 2 camera pixels. One basically high up in the same column as the blue group, and then one following Riku.
Same column as the blue group.
Yeah.
I just draw them on the map.
Yeah. Should I roll control?
Yeah, roll control.
12.
12 is
All
pretty
these
good.
ones.
Yeah, you guys, I don't think you guys rolled yet without a 1.
And then like they're all like really high up.
Yeah, no, I imagine that you're not gonna, put them directly in line of sight.
And basically I'm just going on camera duty.
Yeah, make sure, FNAF.
But that, oh my gosh. I was literally thinking that.
Gotta watch cams.
And
Yeah,
I'm
so
gonna back away a little bit from the skyline.
okay, yep, that's fair. Uh, May you doing anything like I like calling and talking is probably more along the lines of like more of a free action, but if you want to like move around the building, if you want to like look in, that sort of thing.
yeah, so I imagine May would have put the call with Yukio on her headphones and then started to run towards the front of the building
Run towards
to
the
try
front of
and
the building. Okay. It might take you 1 or 2 turns, but you're running, so it's probably more along like the 2 turns. So you might arrive to the front as Riku arrives, assuming he doesn't like speed up or doesn't come across any complications.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, next up is Riku.
Wow. I'm glad nobody saw me fall flat on my face. Just gonna keep walking forward.
Yeah.
Right here.
Okay. One of the screams stops, but these other guys
Good
are starting to
news.
panic. You see this guy move this way, and this one actually will move up, but you don't really see that. Yukio,
Hmm.
you might see someone start to run in, but that's about it for you. Um, obviously. Riku, could I have you roll stealth?
Uh, okay. Mm,
Well, is Riku trying to stealth?
Well, I
um,
mean,
yes.
okay,
Okay.
so one,
Mm,
2, 3, 4,
I'm walking with a
5,
pace.
6.
Oh
Yeah,
my.
so
Oh,
they've been told to patrol the front entrance. So basically, you know,
I'm one with the shadows.
yeah, they're gonna roll some perception. They're not great. They got 2d6, but they
I
don't
mean,
see Riku for now.
go.
Um,
they have a 1 in 3 chance of finding him.
yeah.
I'm so well hidden, dude. I'm just
Uh,
standing against the wall.
Yukio, you would see the girl with like the black hair, walk around this corner, and then you wouldn't see anything because you
Shit,
don't
I'm
have a
on top.
pixel around the corner, so you don't see your user quirk or fight in any way.
Fuck, I should have made 3.
Uh, and you see uh these two start moving this way. So they're almost directly under you. Well, not directly under you, but you basically got pretty good line of sight with pixels.
Does it look like any of them have noticed the pixel?
None of the dropout gang have noticed the pixel, but I'm gonna roll perception for these guys in the back because they just have the best line of sight for it. Do you want to roll stealth for the pixels?
Uh, sure.
You got a pretty good speed.
Yeah.
These guys are gonna get a little bit of a
Wait a
bonus
minute.
because there's a whole bunch
I
of them.
can automatically roll a 6 for a die on my stealth. So
Oh, because of your
that'll
wallflower.
be uh so I'm gonna
Uh,
replace that 1 with a 6 and I crit.
Oh man, yeah. uh,
Wait, why can you do that?
Wallflower.
yeah.
Yeah.
It,
Also, what did I miss? I've
oh,
been trying to
It's just surveillance. The Yakuza came in and that was literally it.
yeah,
we're
Yakuza
just
have
vibing.
busted down the back wall, and now they're sort of in like a weird escape scenario, but also combat's about to start. So,
Yeah.
well, maybe not for
Right,
these
and
guys, but for
right now our priority is getting Riku out.
yeah, May's currently at
Same.
the building, running around back.
You guys haven't even told me you're here.
Yeah, they've just been sending relevant texts, but
Like weird text.
yeah,
It's just
uh,
Yakuza.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like, okay, bro. I'll play the game later with you.
Nightmare.
No one sees the pixel. Um,
Oh, I
But these two start moving around the corner, and when they notice these two, they do raise the alarm. And so this guy will also start moving towards, and this guy's gonna go around that side. And next up is Riku. No, sorry, Yukio and Mei, if you guys want to try anything.
What can I do? How is the light situation in this area?
It's pretty bad. The only light in this area is skylight light, and it's basically reflections from, or like residual light from like street like lamps outside or like moonlight.
Hmm. Yukio's like, maybe Yukio has an idea. He is going
like
to
how
create two. He's going to create 2 laser pixels, essentially attached to the camera pixels.
Okay, yeah. Well, do you want to? So you could create 2 more pixels, but you could also try and half a pixel.
Uh, like make it a
A
camera
fourth?
and a laser.
Yeah.
Yeah. He will try to do that.
All right. Roll control.
My control is pretty good.
The only reason I bring it up is because, yeah, that'll do it.
12.
The only reason I bring it up is because one of the pixels, not the one, but the one you had following Riku is kind of far away.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
But yeah, you can convert those.
Yeah. So he's just like, if a fight does break out, maybe I can get into Akira's good side.
Yeah. May,
And I mean me.
you're just gonna
I
continue
think
running around.
I'm just gonna keep running and like I'm still on the call with Yukio if he has anything to say, like any information he has.
Yeah, you
Actually, if
probably.
I'm still on call,
Yeah, I switched over to headphones so I could like uh keep running while uh being on call so that you can
okay.
like tell me what to do.
Yukio would basically just be like, May, I got kind of something that may be a dumb idea.
Um
If
yeah,
you're not comfortable with
what's
it,
the idea?
you can stand down from it. But I think I'm gonna try to help the strays if a fight does break out. If I can get like into their good side, and fucking Humai doesn't know that like we're onto them. All he knows is that I attacked him. I could just say that was like a challenge or some shit.
I think getting involved with any of this is a bad idea, and we just need to stay out of it. But you can do whatever you want to do.
Besides, I'm pretty safe. I can be pretty far. I can start running away and still continue the fight. I should be good. But once again, like you don't have to. This is a sort of a me thing.
Uh, yeah, I can't tell you what to do, but I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea either, if I'm being honest. But it's definitely an idea.
May, as you basically clear around the corner of the warehouse, so you can now see the front entrance.
Okay.
So you sort of have like a direct line of sight. So if Riku does get out, you'll be immediately able to see him, or if anyone tries to move in, you'll see them. You're still a little bit in the shadows, so they might not notice you. But next up is Riku.
Okay. So I see the person, right?
You see the person, they don't see you.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to use my quirk. They're in range. I want to give them a seizure.
Oh my goodness.
Holy shit!
Just like
Look,
stop the heart for a few
just a
seconds so
straight-
you can run by.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. There's a camera behind me. I'm just trying to make it out.
All right. Yeah, roll
Give a
control.
temporary brain aneurysm.
Yeah.
It'll limit their movements. 18.
Oh, 18's pretty
Damn.
good. They don't have a great defense.
I think that's a crit.
18?
I think it's a 20 on a D3.
On 3, it's 18.
Yeah, 3, it's 18.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because you have to take the average and then add 2. Make it a crit.
A
I have
crit
a-
is max.
Crit
I
is,
have a
yeah,
plus two
crit is
The
max,
crit
but
is max.
because of the plus
Yeah.
2 he has.
Yeah.
Yeah. It makes it a
No,
crit.
you see this person like
Ooh.
maybe start to like take a step towards the other guy who's like trying to move away, and suddenly they just stop moving and fall over.
Beautiful. I'm gonna keep walking.
Probably won't, I do have to say something. As you pass within 5 feet of them,
Hmm.
I will need a
Yeah.
fortitude.
Okay. Okay. Hold on.
Yukio just slack jaw in awe.
Okay. 2d6 plus 2. Got this. I got this.
Yeah.
Yeah, 13. That's a
13
crit.
Whoa!
is pretty good.
Another
And
crit.
yeah, 13 is pretty good. And you do have maybe a little bit of knowledge in this field. Because as you walk by them, uh, their quirk does something very interesting. But you've got an ability to recognize diseases pretty quickly.
Hmm.
Um, and so as you approach, you sort of get like the sniff or like smell of like disease, like boils on flesh and like just that sort of general awful smell. And you sort of like plug your nose as you just move by.
Ew.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like cover your mouth and plug your nose and don't touch them as you move by.
Yeah, I already got my COVID mask on.
Yeah,
I'm just
yeah,
trying to dip. Ew. Hopefully the seizure takes care of them. Okay.
yeah.
That's
Next.
me.
Okay, yeah, you're just moving towards the entrance. Uh, Next up is going to be these bad guys. You see, Yukio, you got a pretty good visual on this fight because you see Yui, uh, like I want to call it like a what's the wrestling move where like someone jumps and then they stick their feet out in front of them?
A drop kick?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just
Is
yeah,
it?
yeah. So
I don't
you
know why I was thinking. I don't.
Like a
Never mind.
flying kick? I don't know.
yeah, it's like she jumps. Like it's another one of like those really fast long jumps that she has, and she long jumps and like turns 180 in the air and then delivers a kick that just basically sends this guy into the wall. And because he only moved 5 or 10 feet before he hits it, he will take some damage.
Yeah, I was thinking RKO.
Yeah, he is not looking great. Um, it didn't look like her hit did a lot of damage, but just that he was thrown back into the wall
Just
at a lot of force.
momentum.
Yeah.
The knockback.
Yeah. And you see Akira with his manifested sword starts. Actually, let me do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Is just going to try and decapitate one of these guys in a swing. Yeah. Yep. No, that does it.
What a scary sentence. What?
Yeah.
What do you
My
mean
kind
that
of
doesn't-
guy.
Yeah.
My kind of
crit.
guy.
Yeah, no.
Terrifying.
Akira doesn't mess around, and one of the benefits of having swords made of light is you can make them as thin as light,
My kind of guy.
and
For real.
they don't have weight, so you can just sort of flick them. So it does the anime thing where it's like you're already dead, and the person just their head falls off.
I hate the fact that I could also do this if I wanted to.
Yeah.
He's
Uh,
a sword user.
It's
uh,
terrifying.
he's using a sword right now.
Oh my gosh, bro.
He makes
fight him.
weapons. Of course, he's gonna fight with weapons.
But you see this like big guy. You shouldn't have double-crossed us, false heir. And then he's going to move up, and he's going to punch Akira. Um, okay. You see him land a punch on Akira. It's a mildly, like, it's a glancing blow. But nothing happens. Like, Akira doesn't even move. Like, the attack didn't even happen.
What?
Uh,
Maybe it's a delayed action quirk.
But next up is, I guess. Well, actually, Jumo's just gonna.
Fucking deleted them.
But
Nice.
yeah. I guess Yukio and May, you're up next.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
With the areas around the big guy, with the book that I read about using structural damage,
I
is
mean,
there a place I could strike that would like trigger a collapse that would hit it?
it's a pretty weak building. I mean, if your lasers did a little bit more damage, or maybe if you had a whole bunch, you might be able to do it. But right now, it might take a few turns to whittle down like the structures around it.
Hmm.
Maybe if you had like an eclipse pixel set up with a bunch of light, you could just beam through a wall and let it fall on someone. But right now, probably not.
All right. I guess I'm just gonna laser onto the big guy.
All right. Roll to hit. Control. Da-da-da-da-da.
15.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage.
2d4 plus 2. 4 points of laser.
Yeah, 4
Damn.
points of laser. The weird thing is, I mean, you have a pretty, like, you know what your laser looks like when it hits someone. But when it hits him, it just sort of, it doesn't fizzle, but it just, nothing happens.
What?
Uh,
Maybe it is delayed action.
Next up is, I guess next up is May. You've made it, you could basically make it to the entrance in one sprint. Or you can continue to surveil or do something else.
No, I wanna like try and get to the entrance and see if I can find Riku.
All right.
Um, so am I able to get to Riku, or is it just getting to the entrance?
You're basically within arm's reach, Riku.
Hey,
Yeah, let's get out of here.
what are you doing here?
I'm here to like try and help you get out, and then we can leave all of this behind. We don't need to get involved in whatever gang war is going on.
You're not. You're not supposed to be here. Let's just go.
Yeah, okay. Yukio, you should also get out of here. Please don't get
Yukio.
involved in uh anything like this. And
Who are you talking to right now?
Yukio's on the phone.
The big Yakuza guy just fucking shrugged off the laser. I think he has some sort of like delaying quirk where he just delays effects.
Okay. Well, we got
Is you-
Riku, so
Who's
we
we?
can just go.
Oh yeah. As the camera pixel just sort of goes down to eye level.
Okay, yeah.
What? What?
Yeah,
Hey Riku,
think
I don't know if you're on speaker.
I'm definitely
Probably
on
not.
speaker. But I think
okay.
next turn, just like getting out the door and then blocking it off with an anchor, what I'm going for.
All right. Well, I'm
What's
on
going
the
on?
roof. I'm just gonna at least spectate.
Okay.
There's some
Riku.
Yakuza drama going on.
Yeah,
Hmm?
some cool drama. Riku, it's your turn.
Oh well, I mean,
I
1,
gotta
2,
get
3,
the team.
4. I'm out.
All right. Yeah. Yeah, okay. You make it out of the building.
Why is everyone here? Where's Jason, huh? Is he around the
Um,
corner?
I have no idea.
Oh,
all right.
oh.
Oh, okay. So, Riku, you make it out. I imagine with May. May's pretty close behind. But the unfortunate thing is, um, the aneurysm does not last long.
Damn, I got a crit and everything.
Yeah, crit on a fortitude.
Jeez.
Yeah. But the unfortunate thing is they see both you and someone else running off. So they're gonna, I mean, they're not nearly as fast as you guys, mostly because Ricky, you started in a run, and because
Hmm.
May, you're doing track. So you're able to pick up pretty quickly, but they're gonna try and pursue.
I
May,
would
close the
say
door.
as I'm leaving the door, I wanted to like block it off with an anchor
Okay.
for just, a
Just,
few seconds,
okay.
like
I think
enough
that's
to get
totally
us.
reasonable. Yeah, you can buy yourself a few rounds with an anchor.
May.
Um, Next up is, uh, I mean, the people in the back, really. Uh, so you see, I mean, Yukio, you're the only one who can really see the line of sight now, but you see Yue, just uh, delivers like, I mean, you would probably recognize the fighting style because it's not really, I mean, it's from a like, it's a recognizable fighting style, probably because you've seen it on a lot of TV, but this is sort of how Miriko fights, or
Oh,
Miriko.
Oh.
yeah.
Yeah, just so you see
Wait, I
Yui
feel like I've
like
seen this before.
yeah, she kicks off the ground with one foot and like plants the other. So it's just a roundhouse kick at like a 40-mile-per-hour roundhouse kick into the side of the sky.
Oh, she definitely knows how to use that quirk.
Yeah. Um but yeah, that's that's gonna be it for this guy. But you see that Akira he has realized something fucky is going on with this guy. Because he got hit. He knew he should have gotten hit, but it didn't work. Um, but he's going to try and use a move, light guillotine. Or, yeah. So you just see it's almost. I mean, it's basically just the same move with the sword, except it's a little bit different. Because as the sword swings, you see it sort of get bigger. It doesn't seem to be like absorbing light in the area, so you're not sure how that part works, but the sword just gets
Hmm.
bigger until it like moves through like the neck area, and you see it. It has like an after, like the blade like has like a blur effect, so it just gets longer. So it has sort of has like an after image, and then the slash finishes, and nothing has happened.
I was right on the fucking money.
Uh, and
Yukio
then
thinks to himself.
yeah. Uh, Next up is this guy, and he's just gonna punch Akira again. Okay. Akira is going to be smart enough to try and roll out of the way this time, instead of just trying to block the attack, because something weird is going on. Yeah, you see, this guy swings, but he swings a little bit too wide, and Akira just sort of ducks. But that's all that happens there. Um, you see this person start to walk around the corner towards this guy. And yeah, Mei and Riku, I imagine you guys are still bolting it.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay, May, what's the move, huh?
uh, let's just go back to UA. Make sure no one's following us, but we should just like get as far away from here as we can.
Hmm.
Okay. You bring a car?
No, I walked over.
Damn. Why are you guys here?
Was I skipped?
No, we'll get back to you.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute.
No, I just wanted, if these guys are gonna run away, I want to know.
Yeah.
We
Uh,
were here to back you up, make sure nothing bad happened, and obviously something bad happened.
well,
So I'm
nothing bad happened to me.
well, yeah, and I'm sure you could have escaped by yourself, but like, what if something worse happened? Like,
Well, yeah, that's why I didn't want to bring you guys over.
look, we want to help you. Like, we all care about each other's safety. If anything bad happened to you, then I would feel like shit for not being there to help.
Yeah, that's why I set my location. You don't think I know that when you got arrested?
I
Look,
imagine you guys are saying this as you're leaving, right?
Just outside the door?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
No, we're not staying outside the door. Riku, we
No,
need
y'all are
to
saying
get
this inside.
Look, I
out.
could grow some wings and fly out of here. You down with that?
Yeah, that's fine. We can
Okay.
split up
I'll
from
like,
here. I just wanted to make sure you were out.
oh, I was saying you could like, I don't know, grab my back or something.
I Are you able to carry me?
Yeah.
I
How heavy are
guess
you?
so then. Uh, I don't know. I mean, I'm probably about your size since I think she's a couple centimeters shorter than Riku, but
Should
yeah.
be
still
fine.
like roughly comparable and like
There's one way to find out.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Try to
okay.
grow wings again.
Okay. Roll control.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
goodness,
Another
yeah.
crit.
Yeah, this time goes much better.
Oh yeah.
You gotta sort of like maybe not like ditch like the sweatshirt and stuff, but you do have to like take it off, tie it around your waist, and just like get like one of those like you gotta like I mean it's like a full werewolf transformation, except it's only really your back.
Hmm.
But
Ooh.
yeah, you're probably gonna be grounded for maybe a turn. You got a crit, but also you're doing some pretty big stuff, especially to need to be able to carry May. But you're walking
Yeah.
away, so you'll probably have some good distance before you start flying up.
Okay. Just let me get warmed up, man.
Um,
Yeah,
Riku Airlines here. Don't worry about it.
your time, but not too much time because there is that scary person after us. Do we know do we know the gender of whatever the gas mask person is?
looked female.
Okay.
She's
Um,
fine. I'll give her another aneurysm.
but next up is Yukio.
Yukio is a multitasking champ, so he is going to immediately shoot a laser at the one who had an aneurysm, the plague doctor.
Okay.
Going to target like the leg,
Okay. Yeah.
if not the cripple, to at least draw attention.
Should have aimed for the head.
That's a crit.
Oh man. Yeah. Well, your damage.
That is max damage.
Oh my
So 20
goodness.
damage.
Yeah.
This poor
20
woman.
damage, aiming for the leg.
Yeah. This is a lot less like a burn and more just like a yeah. You just pierced through the calf.
was about to say that sounds more like you just straight up removed their leg.
Yeah.
You
Um,
should have gone for the head.
Like a miniature Death Star.
yeah. Uh, but I mean, they're still standing. But if they do try to chase, they're going to be a lot slower.
As well as attempting. Because am I able to do two lasers at the same time?
That
If
is
they're
the
targeting
benefit
an
of your
angle?
pixels, is that they can be fired multiple at once.
Yeah. So also laser at the blue hair guy. 15.
15 will hit.
Seven points of laser.
Again, no effect for now. We get back.
Yuki's like putting down notes on
Yeah,
his phone.
just trying to calculate. It's been 3
He was
turns,
chilling
so
on the roof.
the effect that hit Akira but didn't do anything happens now.
That's right.
But it doesn't just delay it, because the longer it gets delayed, the stronger it gets.
Oh.
So you just see,
Fuck it as soon as Akira's attacks actually land.
yeah, but you just see Akira just whoop.
Oh,
Yeah, Akira's just in a fighting stance the next, and then it's just gone. Like we get like the wind pressure like sound.
It's like, oh, it's faster than a laser. What the fuck?
He doesn't get blown out of the warehouse, but you do like hear a slam in this dark area that you can't see.
Oh, I thought that guy was weak, but holy shit.
And
Still chilling on the roof.
Yui knows they're not DPS material, so they just they do like a standing jump backwards towards Akira, just sort of in the way. Jumo is gonna try and sneak up, but they have to be a little bit slower than they'd like to be. And it's a pretty good sneak. This guy's pretty focused. So he doesn't see Jumo start to creep up. But this guy's gonna yeah.
Has anyone reacted to the laser?
You this guy has not been reacting to the laser. Maybe because he assumes it's the guy who's been using light the entire time that he can see. But you after like the second laser fire, Yui and Akira both looked at it.
All right. Perfect.
Great. But yeah, May and Riku, you guys are still, it's back up to you guys.
okay. I guess I'll try to fireman carry May.
All right.
Would that
Yeah,
be?
that's gonna be strength, athletics, uh, some sort of relevant power roll.
I'll do strength.
Fortitude.
Yeah, no, not
It's,
fortitude.
it's all the same. It's all +2s.
Yeah, okay. In that case, wait, it's all +2s.
Yeah. I've been power leveling power.
Oh yeah.
If they're
11.
they're all +2s, shouldn't you have leveled it up then?
Well, you might need
No, I'm
intimidation or
missing.
something.
I'm missing intimidation,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to get a power level 3 because I'm
Yeah.
on power level 2 right now.
What was that again? Sorry.
11.
11? Yeah, you're able to get a pretty you get the wings like fully, they come out a little bit like not like malformed, but it's like they come out as like baby bird wings, and then after this turn now they're full like grown wings. And you're able to pick me up and like it's maybe not like full flight, but you're able to get like some pretty big, you're basically hopping. It's not like hopping and gliding, 'cause it's like hopping, flap, 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 land on a roof, hopping, flap, 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 land somewhere else.
Yeah, but it's a lot faster than walking.
Yeah. And you can sort of avoid big pieces of terrain. So it's very useful.
Time to go.
Oh
Yeah,
wait,
that's good.
stamina cost for this? Do you have 8 stamina?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be 8.
I still got my cooler with stamina drinks.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm also willing to spend 5 stamina on the anchor, keeping it there for a little bit.
Yeah, no. This person's trying to move past the anchor, but you're obviously smart enough to make it bigger than the entrance or hard enough to move around. But you get the feeling that once the anchor is gone, they will be in pursuit. So all you have to do is spend enough stamina or hope Riku gets you far enough away. Yukio, what are you up to?
Does that? Oh, does the plague doctor mask look like they're still trying to pursue?
Yes.
Okay, then laser.
Laser.
You should have learned your lesson. Don't fuck with my friends. And 12?
Ooh.
Okay. They're gonna try and dodge because now they know about the laser. Or now they can like sort of focus on the laser out of the corner of their eye. No, they evade. It's close, but now that they have enough of a presence to just keep an eye out for it, they just sort of move behind the boxes. Sort of hobble
well
behind the
then.
boxes, but
Laser on the big guy.
all right.
16.
All right, 16. That hits.
Doesn't try anything.
He's not gonna try and dodge or
All right.
block.
9 damage.
All right. Consecutive nothings so far.
And Yukio's just
Oh,
literally laying on his back on his phone as well as looking at his camera pixel.
yeah. Just
can I
chillax.
just ask?
Ideal fight.
Because you said that he can like delay things, and the longer they're delayed, the more damage they do, right?
Correct.
Is there an upper limit on how long he can delay things? Because
Not an
I'm
upper.
wondering if maybe I was just wondering if maybe he can just delay things so much that he just like feels all of the damage like 10 years from now, and he doesn't really have to worry about it.
And he just dies immediately.
Yeah, I am not. Well, if you made a quirk check, maybe, but you're not with visibility. You're sort of running in the other direction, and any information you would have would be relayed from Yukio, who'd probably have to make the check
Yeah, that's
himself.
fine. You don't need to tell me.
No.
Uh,
Good question to ask. Not information I can give you.
Just
But-
delay it to the heat death of the universe.
Okay, Yukio would just be like basically relaying what's happening in real time, like a spectator, like
Yeah.
a commentator. He's like, "Yo, Akira just got fucking annihilated. He got sent like fucking 50 feet back. It's wild. I'm chilling."
Yeah.
May, who you talking to?
Yukio, I told you
Tell him
already.
to leave.
No,
I told him to
Hey.
leave.
no, I'm getting the tea. Like apparently he like double crossed the Yakuza, and they're calling him like a false heir.
What is he saying?
Okay. So apparently, there's some sort of problem between Akira and the Yakuza, and he's a false heir or something. It's kind of interesting, but also not something that we need to risk our lives over.
Hey, girl, I'm not risking my life. I can get away at any time. I can go because I have an option. No one other than like maybe Riku has. I can go up.
Tell him
I'm fine.
to go get some bitches. We gotta leave.
I'm not gonna say that, but
Okay.
please, Yukio, just be careful. Get out of there before things go too badly.
Hey, I'm on the roof. None of them know where I am. And if anyone does find me, I can escape pretty quickly. May, trust me, I got this. I'll be able to judge, like, all of the abilities of the strays and what they can do, what their weaknesses are, how strong they are, if we can even take them. I can
What'd he
find
say?
this out.
What'd he say?
He really wants to do the information gathering, and I trust him to get out of there when he thinks it's necessary.
Tell him I put a like a tracker on Akira. We're good.
You put a tracker on Akira?
Ah, hormones.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Oh, don't worry, May. He can't hear me. I can hear him. The speaker on your phone's pretty good.
You tell him?
Yeah, he knows.
That's fun.
Oh my god. This whole communicating between us.
Yeah, it's just the okay. Do you know?
Yeah. Anyway, let's just
What'd he
get
say?
out. He
Trust
can
me,
hear
guys.
you. It's fine.
Is he gonna leave?
He
Say
wants
yes.
to stay.
No.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie. Okay. Yukio, I trust you to do whatever you're gonna do. Just get out when you can.
Tell him we have
no,
school tomorrow.
hang up.
What?
Okay.
What'd he say?
Oh my goodness.
I'm gonna make up for Friday.
He'll be fine. I hope. He has an escape
What?
plan.
You
Yukio
guys planned this?
Yukio
You
found dead the next morning.
Did you guys plan to come here together or something? You could have at least told me.
I didn't plan to come here. I just wanted to be nearby to help, and I guess Yukio did too.
That sounds like a plan.
All right. I guess we'll return back to the villain fight inside. Yukio, you sort of lose sight on Akira and Yui as they get into like this dark corner. Well, actually, no, your pixel's pretty set up, so you can actually. Well, actually, this is a question: Are your pixels omnidirectional?
Yeah.
Okay. Can I ask what you're looking at?
Right now, it's pointed downwards.
Okay. Yeah, so you can sort of see Yui.
Like they'd be like on the edge of the vision.
Yeah, Yui's sort of on the edge. But you just sort of hear like maybe not the crash of rubble, but just like a maybe actually yeah, more like a crash of rubble as like footsteps move outside. And Yui sort of leaves vision.
Oh. They got away. Maybe.
But actually, can she make it in one turn? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, she's almost there. She's gonna
been so pissed when he walked away.
He's gonna continue moving. But Yukio, because you're looking directly down, you might actually see this. That actually, I'm gonna need a perception. This is pretty small.
Got it. My perception ain't bad.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it was bad that time.
No,
Fine.
You don't have a great visual on it. So what you don't see is the hairline cut on this guy's neck that starts to form.
Oh, he's dying next turn.
Well, yeah, so you get the feeling that he delays it in a way where he takes like less than a point of damage over like the next 15 minutes. So he might be able to get back to someone who can heal him or that sort of thing. It seems like he plays pretty smart, even if it looks pretty reckless.
As soon as like they go out, Yukio is immediately like standing up and like looking around in case they like come up to where he is. He
Uh,
immediately gets
yeah, yeah. Just like, okay, don't find me.
that would be the worst outcome.
Um, but yeah. Uh, I guess next up is, I mean, May, your anchor's gonna, this is gonna be the last turn your anchor's gonna stay there.
Okay.
So after this, it'll dissipate. And you see that they are now like prepped for the laser, so they're just sort of crouching behind a box until the anchor disappears. But Yukio, you do you do have a pretty clear shot on the back of this guy if you wanted to take it. Although that might uh, give away the person creeping up.
Uh, hmm. It might give away what?
It might give away Jumo, who's sort of trying to sneak up behind the big guy.
He would just like look over to Jumo, like the pixel would,
Yeah.
and it's not gonna fire.
Okay.
However,
Oh yeah, you just move that one for.
and shoot. I'm just bullying this guy.
Yeah. All right.
13.
13. They're gonna try and dodge.
Come on. Fail the roll so I can do 15% extra damage.
That's a fail.
Yes, I do a 1.5 times damage.
Yay. Yeah.
So he takes 10.
Okay.
They take 10.
Yeah. I mean, you're wearing him down, but it looks like this person has either been in fights or they're not flinching as much as you'd expect a normal person to flinch. They're taking
Oh,
damage certainly. It's not like delayed, but
I'm just being a distraction.
yeah, yeah, no, you're just being bothersome. But this is a non-significant amount of damage. Um, Riku and Mei, you guys are running.
Well, we're
Um,
flying.
yeah, yeah,
We're
you're
flying.
flying. You're getting towards the edge of the district. Um, like the edge of the warehouse area, towards
Hmm.
the main road. Um, so you might want to maybe not like you probably don't want to be using your quirks like this out in the open in the main road. So you might, well, not this turn obviously, but you'll probably have to settle down soon.
Mm-hmm.
And
We kind of
Riku,
like fly over buildings. It's
Riku,
nighttime.
I was just about to get to that, Riku. These are muscles that you've just created that have never been worked out before. Um, it's almost a miracle how they've gotten you this far. Um, but even if you could maintain it, you're either gonna have to you could maintain them, but you probably can't use them. Um, like once you get maybe a block away.
Well, I mean, there's no time like the present. Might
Yeah.
as well keep going.
Yeah. No, I mean you can keep them up, but like you won't be able to make it all the way to UA with the wings.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get as far as way possible.
Okay. Um, that collapses. Um, Akira and Yui start like moving out. They actually part separate ways. Yukio, since you're on the lookout for it, you see Yui just like 40-foot leap, um, just out. And do you want to roll stealth? I mean, it's not like she'd notice you immediately. You're
Oh
you're,
my god.
you're trying to hide, but I just want to see. They notice the pixel, so they might, be on the lookout for other people in the area.
Okay. I got a 10.
She's not too perceptive. Um, she is that perceptive though. It's not. She does. It's a dark area. She's not able to identify you, but she does notice that there was someone on the roof.
Mm.
Like you see the head turn and then like the eye lock.
He just goes, fuck.
Yeah. They're still moving away because they're not interested in picking a fight or going back to fight this guy. But um, yeah. Although I guess you would see this because one, two, three, four, five, six, just within range. Uh,
Finally getting the sneak attack.
yeah. So she is going to try and use her quirk on this person. He doesn't see behind him for obvious reasons. Um, but she just sort of like rolls her like pulls her hair like cords it up and then like sort of tosses it in his direction. Um, that's okay. That hits. Um, I mean, this guy can't really do anything about it. But you just sort of see it land on this guy's shoulder. Um, and it doesn't be it. So this guy can delay attacks, right? He can delay physical damage. This is not physical damage because it literally, when her hair falls back to where it like behind her head, his shoulder is gone.
Huh?
Yeah. So if you want to roll quirk education, just sort of this is a weird attack you might want to gleam early on.
What the fuck? What? Please roll well. 9.
Nine.
9.
Nine's not bad. Her hair does get longer by about the volume of a shoulder.
She can absorb their fucking mass in her hair.
Um,
Wait,
yeah.
what just happened?
The shoulder's not entirely gone, but his arm like goes slack as like lots of the bones and muscle atop it just are gone now.
She can absorb mass and
Um,
add it.
My God, she's like the flood.
yeah,
Holy fuck.
you do
No
get
wonder she was called Monster Hair.
yeah, you do get the impression that it only affects stuff it completely covers. So it's not like, oh, it touches you and your arm's gone. It like it has to get the entire it has to like obscure it completely. And
Uh,
her quirk is called Hungry Hair.
Oh,
I was guessing her hair would be more like Mawile. And
yeah.
I was assuming that her hair was like alive.
Yeah, no, it's Hungry
Like
Hair.
punch. But no, this is way more terrifying.
What type of the blob hair is this, bro?
Um, yeah, this guy that immediately gets this guy attention, and so Akira and Yue are immediately able to make their way off, but he does sort of turn on her. Um, so they'll resolve their combat in, you know, if you continue to watch. But that's sort of what happens there. Um, the anchor disappears. This person starts making their way out. They don't obviously have line of sight, but they are going to sweep the area. Yukio, you'd see him start to like march off towards the direction that Riku and Mei went. Uh, Obviously using the alleys because they can't fly, but just sort of a maybe not a march, but like a if you guys had decided to walk, this might have been like a hunt. Or if May hadn't put up her anchor, it might have been like okay, navigate through the warehouse district with this person following you. But you guys circumvented that with good planning and strategy.
Teamwork.
that's what anchors are for. Mainly blocking doors, but sometimes blocking punches.
Yeah.
I thought it was for ships.
Yukio, do you want to stay in the area, or do you want to stay in the area to watch this fight?
Yeah, I'm going to continue to stay.
Okay. Yeah, you see that these guys start moving. They've been here for a bit. They've been trying to not walk into any of the bad guys, but they start moving out towards this exit. And you watch as these two just start maybe not going ham, but like Jumo is trying not to get hit by anything that would, you know, delay and then suck to get hit by later. And this guy is trying not to hit her in the hair.
Mhm.
So it's very much just a weird stalemate where they're just like throwing attacks at each other, but like slowly moving closer and further apart. It's basically a stalemate.
Because if this lasts long enough, then I could have confirmation that the blue hair guy would not be a threat anymore.
Yeah. Um,
Basically, I would continue until like the fight ends.
okay. You continue to watch for a bit. And it's actually Jumo who retreats first, mostly because she's losing a lot of ground, but also because you get the impression she was mostly just stalling.
Hmm. How much? Okay. How much damage does it look like the blue hair guy has like taken with like that like a slow hairline cut? Like, does it look like it's proceeded like a lot or just like a tiny bit?
No, it's like it's very like the attacks and very they come very, very slow. Like we start to see like your lasers that hit him earlier. Like I think that you did 4 damage with a laser. Obviously it damaged his clothes. Actually, no, he doesn't wear a top shirt, so it actually wouldn't you wouldn't even see that. But you just see like he's starting to like the skin is starting to like like the burn color for
Mm,
like when you touch a lamp or whatever, how it like
yeah.
goes like white skin. You just see like one of those start to form. Very like,
Jesus.
yeah, he's real slow about this delay. But eventually you see Jumo is like, okay, the other strays got away. I can pull a tactical retreat, knowing she's slightly faster than this big guy and he doesn't want to directly pursue. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, I mean, this guy stays in the where I mean, depending on how long you stay, I mean, these guys will run off. Um, but eventually, um, give me a second. Jumo's gonna run off towards through the explosion in the back that this guy created on his way in. But eventually, these two reconvene. We would see, um, oh my goodness, you'd see the Plague Doctor mask come back. And they reconvene there after researching the warehouse to see if anyone else is still there. I imagine you try and use a pixel. They don't know the pixels are cameras, so they're still they're like,
Unless they don't know about this one.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
That one is gone now.
yeah.
I'm just dissolving it.
But you can watch for a little bit.
Do they talk about anything?
They do talk, but I'm gonna need a perception for you to hear it.
Got it. But the how? 8?
Eight's pretty good, especially because you can put a pixel close enough. Um, you see the big guys like, they got away with another shipment of trigger before they betrayed us. We'll catch them. They'll learn not to betray the Yakuza. And you see this like, maybe not about the size of May, a blonde, sort of a petite woman, sort of just says, well, I managed to almost catch one. If it sticks, they'll be easy to find.
Dicks.
Yep, sticks.
And that's the one that was trying to go after Riku and May?
Yeah.
Oh. Glad I stuck around to hear that.
Yeah. But yeah, these guys will depart quickly. They won't bother to search the warehouse again after they did the first time, and they're not going to check the roof because you need to have a quirk to get onto the roof which neither of these guys have.
All right, and Yukio's gonna make a pixel underneath him, and then fly off high, so that he's camouflaged in the night sky.
All right. Okay.
Back home.
Yeah, if you guys successfully escape. Before we get back to you guys, do you guys just want to mute up real quick? I have a short conversation for Jason.
Mm-hmm.
Like mute so we can't hear?
Or... No, just so.
Or is this a secret?
No, it's not a secret, but
oh, okay.
We'll get to Jason.
But
you could never love me for me, 'cause you mold me into something else, change me into what you want. All I ever did was love, and it wasn't good enough. We had tried to make this garden for two, but you had brought the cold and the roses never bloomed.